just recording and coming down in 3, 2, 1. Hi everybody, Dave Stevens and Troy Geary. I'm here in Phoenix. He's up there in Minnesota, and it's an NFL Sunday, and this is a special little edition of the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Troy, what's going on up in Minnesota?
Well, I'm watching the Vikings currently lose right now, so hopefully they can come back.
Yeah, and I'm hoping here the Cardinals can come up with another big victory like they did last week, that overtime against the Raiders. But it's just great to be back out in the field again. You can see over my shoulder the pregame that's going on here for the Cardinals and the Rams. The Rams stumbled out of the gate, and the Cardinals, of course, lost their first game and won last week in overtime. And so far, so good. It's been a great, exciting NFL season. I mean, the Vikings last week did well against Green Bay, but again, reality kind of sets in, and we got a big battle today going on with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, of course, against Aaron Rodgers. And what are you looking for? I know people might be listening, and this game's already taken place, but what are you looking for in that game? There's some question marks about Brady.
Yeah, they both look a little shaky this first year, and with Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have his security blanket, Devontae Adams, anymore, so he has to find a new favorite target. So that game's going to be interesting. Brady hasn't played well this year, and I don't know if there's a lot of this off the field stuff with his marriage and distractions. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins that game today.
Yeah, there's a lot of great matchups early, and again, if you're out of the gate 0-3 or 1-2, it's going to be tough to recover with so much parity in the league. And if Brady continues to struggle, then everybody's going to be like he's too old, or all the off-field problems with the alleged stuff going on with Giselle and everything. Which again, those are the things that teams don't really like to have to deal with during the season, and the controversies, right, Troy?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing right now with Tampa Bay. I think that's the biggest distraction for him and the team. And if he can put that behind him, I think, he could be his Brady of his old self.
And I've had a great time here in the Valley of the Sun. Earlier this week, I came in from Seattle. I was supposed to connect and do an interview with Herm Edwards, but he got fired at Arizona State University after they stumbled out of the gate. And the Diamondbacks are wrapping up the end of their season, so it's just great to be back out here. And again, NFL giving us great opportunities to be a part of this. We'll see what happens, what kind of Kyler Murray that we have today. Hopefully that passing game's going to get going against the Rams, and or it could be a shootout. I don't know what we're in for here. What do you think, Troy?
Well, I think it's going to be definitely a great game. We got those home fans raring to go. Sea of Red looks like down there today. And, I say the Cardinals have a good chance of winning this game.
And it's been fun to be here all around the Valley of the Sun, catching up with my friends. Yesterday, I was wearing my Manscaped shirt out in public, and everybody was like, it's such a great product, and, where can I get it? And I was going around giving them our code for the GSS Show, because as you know, Manscaped does shave balls, and the products are great. I've been using them. The ball deodorant is my favorite thing, because I smear it all over my face. And of course the weed whacker, which of course clears up my nose and ears. And of course we've got the crop reviver, which works well and everything. But my favorite part of the Manscaped products is, of course, where is it here? This little baby right here, this razor, which it works so well. It's got the little light. It really makes me look good and keeps me. And yeah, you can go down below with it. But the great part about the Manscaped products is the women have been coming up to me saying, hey, you need to have us in your commercials, because we're the ones that really appreciate what Manscaped is all about. But as we always talk about, the products are great. And you can go to the website, manscaped.com, type in the show code GSS Show, 20% off. And of course, you get free shipping and fresh, clean threads. I've been wearing those all week. People have been coming up, touching them, going, where do you get those shirts? You go to freshcleanthreads.com, and again, you type in the code GSS Show for 20% off, and they got great bundles going, especially on the T-shirts right now. And Troy, we have another sponsor popping on board on the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show.
Yeah, Athletic Greens, who makes shakes and supplements and all that good stuff that everybody needs in their bodies, a lot of vitamins and minerals and stuff. So, yeah, they're the newest sponsor of the show. And we'll be getting some stuff mailed to us any day now, so we can try it and give our take on it.
And before we wrap things up on this little mini edition of the Geary, Stein, and Stevens show, Troy, you've been watching the games, a lot of the college football upsets yesterday. I mean, what were some of the ones that you walked away just kind of scratching your head?
Clemson barely got by Wake Forest, and Wake Forest looked like a pretty good team. It looks like they have a good young quarterback. I was rooting for Wake Forest to pull that off, but Clemson won it in 2 overtimes. So if they want to be in that playoff, they got to play a little bit better.
And hey, those Minnesota Gophers, they're going to have to get ranked this week, aren't they? After that huge win against Michigan State, almost pulling off their first shutout since 2006. But boy, he's really got those guys playing well up there.
Yeah, PJ Flex really got probably one of his best teams he's ever had. And the naysayers early on thought they weren't playing anybody. But that offense and defense looked like they're the real deal. So I would for sure see them ranked this week.
And, it's been a great week down here in Arizona. We're going to wrap things up later in the week. I'm going to be putting on a football camp Wednesday with former ASU and Cardinals kicker Luis Cejas. The opportunity to be in Seattle and speak before the airline commission about putting wheelchairs on airplanes. So our whirlwind tour continues as far as providing you coverage from sporting events and things like that. And Troy, what's been your biggest takeaway for you now, kind of crossing that line over into the media and just kind of seeing games from a different perspective, even right down there on the field?
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game on this side of the field. With the press box around the field, everybody's a lot bigger than person than you see on TV. So between that and the game's a lot faster. So yeah, that's the biggest difference I see. You get a whole different perspective, like I said, looking down on the field or being on the field for games, and yeah, that's one thing I've had a fun time doing.
Well, I'm going to wrap things up. This was a little mini edition from this amazing stadium with so many great memories, a couple of Super Bowls here, and it's just great to be home and be back out and be amongst the living. No masks, enjoying sports, and watching the sea of red come in here, but there's a lot of blue shirts and a lot of Rams fans here. You got a pick in this game, Troy, before we go?
I'm going to say Cardinals 31-28 in this one. It's going to be a close game, but I think the defense will make a late stop to seal the win for the Cardinals.
Well, since I'm here, I'm going to have to go Rams 42-19. I know I'm going to say it. They'll probably come and see that I said that, but, I got to go with the gut. And so don't go out and lay any money on that, considering this is probably playing well after the fact that the game has played. But it's been great to be here. We'll catch up with you later in the week. Hopefully we can get some post-game interviews that we can share on the Geary, Stein, and Stevens website. Continue to follow us and support us. And as I said, don't forget to visit manscaped.com for some amazing products, especially this stuff that smells so good, because as you know, Manscaped cares about you. They do save your balls. So for Dave Stevens, that's me, Troy Geary. We'll check you guys out later, and you can put our scores and see if they match. Take care. Have a beautiful, great day.